We all know Persona is a character-driven franchise, but what people don't really talk about is the appeal of said characters, and that's what I want to get into in this video. I got this idea from a convo I had with friends discussing the characters of Persona 5, where we all agreed that Makoto is the most realistic portrayal of a girl in said game. It made me think, wait, do other Persona games have a character like that? Which leads us into today's video. I will be categorizing Persona characters based off of their realness. I think realism plays into a big part of a character's appeal. The categories I currently have are real person, exaggerated person, anime character, transformative stereotype, and straight up a stereotype. With all the introduction jargon out of the way, let's start with the most recent mainline Persona game, Persona 5. Remember, these are all my opinions and how I see the characters and what appeal it brings out in me. Also, spoiler warnings for all Persona 5 games. I just don't care to name them all. I hate my R's. Why the fuck did you call it Persona 5 Royal? I fucking hate you, Atlus. Ryuji is the Persona bro of this game, which automatically makes him the realest nigga in the game. Jokes aside, he is a contender for the real person category, but I wouldn't put him there. He is similar to the rest of the Persona bros in this series, where they do have character and development, but it's not really shown that well in the game. You feel me? If you play Persona 5, you know. He does have really good character moments and really good character flaws, but his development, especially his social link, is so hit or miss. Like, I only experience it once in the game and I just skip it for the rest of the time. I do like his relationship with the track team and how they make up at the end, but it's just not really for me, I guess. It doesn't hit me as well. I do like how it's messy sometimes, because messy is real. I'm so sick of anime drama. I love real life drama in my games. It's really compelling to me. Also, his relationship with An is very cute, and I like that. We need more platonic friends in video games and media in general. But that's it for Ryuji. An is the first girl you meet in Persona 5, having a big role in the Kamoshida arc. She has depth at first, but it dwindles off as the story continues, and for that, I think she represents the anime character perfectly. She's bubbly, upbeat, the perfect girl you want to be introduced to at the beginning of the game, which is why she reminds me of an anime girl so much. Think of March 7th from Honkai Star Rail. They are exactly the same character. I mean, An's a bit more grounded, I'll give her that, and a bit more realistic as a character. Persona 5 is a realistic game, so that's not really that much credit. Her relationship with Shiho gets really stale, but I still like it. And like I said with Ryuji, their relationship is very cute, so that brings her up a bit. As a Morgana defender, I have to admit, this man is pulled straight out of an anime. The way he talks, the way he acts, it just screams some weird sidekick from an adventure anime, or some stupid isekai. There's nothing wrong with it. I love anime, and I think anime characters are very compelling and they're cute. And that's what I'd consider Morgana, just a little silly anime guy. His antics can get a bit weird, which is why I put him in the anime category, aka sexualizing An every chance he gets. I really don't like that. I do like how he is way more tame about it in Persona 5 Strikers. I hope it's the same in Tactica. I have to play that soon. But for now, I consider Morgana an anime character. Also, he was supposed to be a weapon made by Igor. That is so anime core. That's Gohan unlocking his potential. Yeah. Yusuke is a very odd case. His character has semblance of depth, but it never goes anywhere, much like An. But at least An has actual character. She talks to you. She talks to Shiho and Ryuji. Yusuke does butt fuck all the whole entire game. And I get it, he's poor, and it's only if you do a social link you find out he's not that poor anymore. But that should be in the game. That is vital character information that should objectively be known. And like, when he's not doing that, he's just being a weird motherfucker and having a talent for art. And I just feel really sad. This is why I have to give my boy the first placement of transformative stereotype. Sure, he is tropey in one note, but his first impression, that scene when he awakens to his persona, that shit speaks to me on a personal level, and I cannot undermine that at all. Honestly, he's more enjoyable than Odd. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Said in the intro, Makoto is the most grounded character of Persona 5 in my opinion. She's obviously the mascot of the real person category. Her character is complex, starting as an antagonist and slowly turning into a protagonist by the first third of the game, which is about the Akumura arc, I'd say, especially considering Royal and adding a whole fucking arc for no reason. Throughout the game, you get to know her struggles with school, family, life, and society as a whole, towards the point where it's kind of mean upon in the fandom, as she is the female you get to know the most without doing her social link at all. Some people think Atlus is pushing her as the main female for Joker, but I personally disagree. I think all the context for Makoto is very necessary, and I just think it's fucking weird to say about Atlus, dude. I don't think they're pushing anybody as the main female for Ren. If anything, that would be On or like Kasumi, but whatever. Y'all probably joking, right? I hope you're joking. This might shock you guys, but I really like Futaba. I think she's pretty cool. I never really found her annoying like many others do. In fact, I think her character quirks are like very cute. Mainly because my friends share similar quirks and behaviors to her. But I get that's just me, and a lot of people have different life experiences. Now, a lonely person who's miserable and has never talked to a person in their lives would look at Futaba and call her annoying. And like I said, it's okay. But like, I personally love her, so I'm gonna categorize her as a real person. And if you want to go far, maybe exaggerated character, but like, leave my girl alone. Miss Okumura herself. I'm sorry if you couldn't tell by my enthusiasm. She is my personal favorite character of the cast. I'm gonna put her right in between real person and exaggerated character. This is the first, but certainly not the last instance in this series, but I really think it encapsulates her character perfectly. Her timid and quiet demeanor is quite common among actual women of her status, especially in Southeast Asia, as opposed to the more rowdy and annoying rich kids in America. That's not a jab at Americans. I love America. God bless America. So her personality checks out. But where she becomes more exaggerated is her feelings towards Akechi. You know, the dude who literally killed her father. She just kind of vibes with him during the third semester in Persona 5R, and I just think that's stupid. There should be more abrasiveness, there should be more of an attitude, and that's where she kind of loses me. Like, we love her. Oh, also, speaking of Akechi, that's the next character. Akechi, baby, I love you. Anime character. As soon as this man is introduced, he starts conflict with the protagonist and becomes his rival. Please tell me what is normal about this character. There's nothing humane about this man, like at all. Combined with his mommy and daddy issues, this man is the perfect storm for any queer teenager, myself included. I can't get enough of Akechi. I love him. His angst always gave Shadow the Hedgehog, and I just think he's like really good as a character. Even if it's a bit anime, he always feels like he was entered into the plot, even though he shouldn't be. Like, he should be more realistic, but he isn't, and I love him for that. The way he's caught, too. It's just so stupid. You have to play this game, man. I'm pretty sure you have if you're watching this, but I love this man. I need to move on to like the last character. Kasumi Yoshizawa, or Sumire Yoshizawa. I don't know which one you prefer. I just say Kasumi. Anyways, her character is pretty fun in my opinion. Her venture with identity and death weirdly speaks to me on a personal level. Don't know why that is. Similar to An, she's one of the first female characters you get introduced to that like actually fucks with you. She does give that, look at me, I'm the first girl you ever seen energy. It reminds me of like Chie and Yukiko, like Mitsuru and Yukari too. Very interesting. I never really put 2 and 2 together. But unlike An, she gets depth as the game goes on, which is very weird because she's a new character in Persona 5 R. I'm not saying rural, fuck off. Which makes me think, why didn't they go back and give that to like Yusuke and An too? Makes me really mad. Ultimately, she's a pretty girl. Definitely one of the real girls in my opinion, the few in this game. No wonder I fell head over heels for her the first time I played P5R. Oh my god, I was so obsessed, it's crazy. Okay, let's get to the little conclusion of this video. Now that we're done talking about the party members, we can finally get to the loser himself, Persona 5 Joker. He's of course a blatant stereotype, your generic run-of-the-mill underdog protagonist, and honestly, I still like him. Like, yeah, he's bland, Tofu Vid was a character, but fuck it, he's kind of fun, especially when he has no personality. This means anybody can interpret him however they want to, and they can't be wrong. Like, even in the anime, he's bland as all heck. But damn, I still like him, and I think that's the best thing an anime protagonist could do, a JRPG protagonist to do. Be bland, so you can insert yourself into the story. And that's it for the main cast of the game. Even at the worst, I still think they're appealing characters that can stand on their own. The different ways they are portrayed within the story are like fine, honestly. Even if like Makoto or like Akechi get way more fucking screen time, it's really the impressions on the player that count. Hell, I'd love to see how you guys categorize them, the categories you make, the way you categorize them. It's really fun when you get into it. I love doing this. It's just me talking to myself, and like, is it weird? Hell yes. But I'm like having a lot of fun. But yeah, I know in the thumbnail, the confidants are there. I did not do that in the video. I decided to leave that for an entire confidant video, which was spanned from Persona 3 all the way to Persona 5. And yeah, that's it for this video. Next time I do a video like this, it will most likely be Persona 3, not Persona 4, because 1, I want to be different, and 2, Reload just came out, so the characters are fresh in my mind, and I really want to replay that game. So, see you guys then, or you can just subscribe and watch all my videos. Oh, that's my kitty. Hey kitty. Hey kitty.